Well, I think our characters are gonna get along just fine.
Uh,
You and I. You and I.
that was actually discussed. Yes.
As long as it doesn't involve mushrooms, apparently.
Yes,
Or-
I'm clearly
no,
wary.
he agreed. He agreed we're gonna eat mushrooms once we get out of there. For science and research, of course.
That's true.
I'm excited to see what you guys are up to. Party 2 left me and copy of Neck is down there. Bastard.
I mean,
I have no regrets.
Wow. After all we've been through.
We've known each other for like a week.
That's true.
Yeah, how long has it been in game?
It
It's 2
has
weeks, right?
been, I think, 10 or 11 days now.
That's more
You
than
guys have
enough.
slept a lot.
Yeah.
I wish
How
my
long
life
have they
was that
been in the
exciting.
tunnel?
This is very recent.
Okay.
They just had gone down there.
It was like 2 days between meeting the ants and then looking for the ants in their tunnel.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like
just
that.
about. And we took an evening to get to know each other.
Yes. Which is immediately prior to almost dying to the ants.
It's almost poetic.
That's like such a cliche. You get to
That's
know the
right.
character and now they die.
It's a death flag.
I should have known. It was in our faces the whole time.
Let me
The
show you a
story
picture of
sucks.
my wife and kids back home.
I'm a week from retirement. My last big adventure. Sending my daughter off to college. Following her pa's footsteps.
That's the best show. I miss that show.
All right. Out of here.
Jacob, do you see what happens when you're not here to draw on it first?
Yeah, I'm not.
It's pretty ooh woo.
Ooh.
Are we avoiding spoilers?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, since they had to do the same thing, it's only fair, right? No.
Where are we going? To the dungeon or
I mean, can go back to EA chat, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are probably done for the night. I don't think.
There's
we
no
are
way we're
actually
getting
meeting
to
up.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
bye.
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 Are you there, Con?
Yes.
Hi.
Oh god.
And it's all gone.
It's tragic.
Oh god.
Tragedy.
Pretty funny.
Do. Everybody got their sound and stuff open?
Oh no, not yet. If we open it up to be like boss music. It's like Dark Souls theme going on.
Not quite.
Cute.
Oops. I don't think everybody is. Have you opened it up? Do you still have it open?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're just waiting on Con then.
Everything's open for me.
Right, perfect.
So what am I doing?
I just open up your sound thingy majiggy.
Oh, that notification. Okay.
Alright. Everybody can hear music?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so recap. Very quick. You your party descended down into the Ankeg tunnels below Thunder Tree, and having found the Ankeg Queen to be a little bit scarier than you had imagined, and taking a hefty dose of acid to the face, although not Khan, because Khan ran away preemptively. You decided to retreat and underwent a long escape from the and chase through the tunnels beyond. You three managed to make it out, while unfortunately Ansern and a copy of Nekis were left behind, and you currently don't know their whereabouts. Although you did manage to climb back up out of the tunnels into the tower above as dusk just began to fell, and you were greeted with the sight of thick smoke billowing up overhead, and the distant sound of what sounded like heavy flames on the horizon. So let's bring you guys back there. Everybody's stuff working?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Am I supposed to not be seeing the outsides of the tower?
Yes.
Oh fuck, what is that? I'm gonna try and hop up and take a look outside of the entrance.
Alright. We'll
Is that
say.
a smoke effect?
Yeah, it is. For the sake of narrative, we'll say this is like directly after you had all climbed up.
Okay.
So you had not spent 10 minutes just lollygagging around. You climb up. Do a quick athletics check for me. As you scale the crumbled remains of this spiral staircase. Wow, look at you go. You climb up and pull yourself up over the edge to see a pretty harrowing sight beyond.
Oh my god.
What do you
Fuck
see
happened
up
here? Everything's on fire.
He calls back down to you guys.
We haven't even been down there that long. How did it get this bad so quickly?
Like everything?
I'm not so.
Like everything.
So we're not leaving.
I don't see how we can.
You call out.
Can I look around and see if there's any...
Khan, you're really super duper quiet.
Can't. The loud thing go.
Can you guys hear him?
Not really.
Heard him for a little bit.
Really getting louder.
Sounding louder.
You're sounding.
can
But I
put
did
my
like
mic-
boost you.
You're
Am I any
20%.
louder now?
Oh,
There you
yes.
go. Hello.
You're also in my ear.
It's literally touching my lips. I don't like that.
Okay, good. Your lips are caressing my ear.
Oh my god.
He's gonna give me a con ASMR.
This is the way to start. Alright. We start with some cheeky ASMR.
I forgot what I was saying.
Can I look around and see if there's any?
Yeah, do perception.
Nope.
Alright, I will say that as you climb up here, the heat that is just resonating off of the flames that have started to encroach upon the tower is pretty bad, and the smoke is pretty thick. You have a hard time breathing, so the flames have spread quite a bit at this point.
Okay, what the fuck started this fire? I don't see any of our buddies, do I?
You don't see the fire has actually spread up to the edge of the kind of start of the path where you last saw them, and you do not see them there. So
I don't remember us lighting anything on fire.
How much, Gail? How much is on fire?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything's on fire.
Any open places without fire?
Not that I can see.
What's directly below us? Can you see that?
Fire.
So we're like a column in the middle of fire.
Like I said, everything's on fire.
How long do you think we can stay up here without suffocating smoke?
How much smoke is in the tower right now?
Can we?
It's kind of wafting up over the top of the broken tower, and started to descend in. So it's just starting to get bad.
I'm gonna hop back down. Not into the fire.
Not into the fire.
So you go disappear. I was super confused about where you were jumping.
I was hopping just into the flames. Don't worry about it.
He clambers back down from his perch about 15 feet up and returns to you.
I don't think we're getting out that way.
We're going
Unless
back
someone here can fly.
No. There's no way I'm going back down the gate. So you know that right now.
I mean, what's the other option?
I will jump down to the fire and make my way. I am semi-fire resistant. I'll take my chances.
I mean, it's bad. I'm not going out there. I'm gonna die. Not all of us are
Yeah.
fire resistant.
Okay. Get choice is fire or Inca Queen in whatever else.
As you guys are talking and discussing what to do next, you hear a rumbling sound, which immediately puts you all on edge, and you all kind of take a stance to get ready for a fighter to listen to where the sound is coming from. And it seems to come up right near you, almost right beneath your feet, as one of the tiles just next to you, Koga, actually begins to shake a little bit and move out of the way, as out from beneath the dirt pops a large, what looks to be the head of a nasty looking mole. Which pops up and makes you gonna jump back a little bit, Gale, as you as it emerges from the ground, and almost immediately you hear resounding in your head a familiar voice say, "Oh, there you are. Oh, I was worried about you."
Oh my god. Die.
It's on fire, as I'm sure you're aware.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. And it has spread all throughout the town. It has taken over my hut. I have nowhere to go. I helped your comrades make it out before the fire spread too far, but they said they didn't know where you had went.
Well, I mean, we nearly died down there. We have two of our guys didn't make it out. We're gonna go get help, but evidently that's not an option.
You will certainly not get very far at this rate unless you can grow wings and fly away, which I presume none of you can.
I mean, so if I was
I
rested,
presume you can.
you could float us
Uh,
away.
Unfortunately, I could not save all of you.
Oh, what kind of animals can you turn into?
This is one of my largest forms. I can take on the shape of a bear, a boar. The only avian creature that I have managed to transform into thus far is a pigeon. So
I was going a different direction. I have one request. If it looks like we're not gonna make it, can you just turn some kind of animal, eat me? I just want to die and give myself back.
I heard only a small bit of that.
I want to switch mics.
Okay.
I'll withhold my questions for now. Oh, wait, what kind of gets this out?
Hello?
Can hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Can.
Oh.
You back?
Yes.
You sound much better now.
I asked you, can you mercy kill me as an animal? If it looks like we're not gonna make it.
Can she mercy kill you?
As an animal, yes.
Oh,
If I die, I want to die by animal hands.
she seems, even with her weird mole face, she seems very taken aback by the suggestion. Says, well, no, I don't hurt living creatures myself.
You would rather see me burn alive or get eaten by ant gang?
Well, either way, you're going to perish, are you not?
You can help me out for a request.
I'll think about it.
Thank you.
Certainly.
She has a thing for animals.
Okay.
I've picked up on that.
I have a question.
Yes.
How did you get up here?
How did I get up here?
Yes.
I am currently in this tower with you, am I not?
Yes.
Yes,
but by what passage did you take to get to the top of the tower?
I dug my way. You're not in the top of the tower, you're in the bottom of it.
Oh, the bottom.
Yeah.
So you created a tunnel?
Mm-hmm. I dug my way here.
Are the tunnels open?
I certainly could try and open it up a bit for you, but it would be a bit of a crawl.
We have few options.
Are you playing
We're just
games?
gonna leave them?
Okay, Gail. You know how we got in this place here in the first place? Try and say comrades. Guess he was so
Yeah.
first, man.
We could either go through the tunnels full of bugs, or go through a tunnel that may not be full of bugs, but also maybe in the direction of where our friends went.
The only problem is they would most likely sense you with their tremor sense through the ground as you are clambering around. The only reason they leave me alone in this form is they can't tell the difference between different types of burrowing creatures, I suppose. They just assume I'm another Ankeg. But I'm afraid they might sense that you are burrowing or climbing around in their presence and perhaps attack. You said they had chased you out of the caves. Did you not?
We may have found a queen ant. She was sitting in a large pile of dead body.
Oh my.
Like I mentioned, we came here to find an acquaintance of ours, and well,
We found him quite well.
we found him, and he
Awesome.
was, I mean, he was food. So
Oh my. That's unfortunate news.
well, either way, I can't let our other two party members die the same ways.
Well, where are they? Did they
They didn't make it out. I don't.
Oh,
They're still down that hole.
Which is the direction we need to go, but I prefer not backtracking through the caves again. Because we don't know where they went inside the caves, just general direction.
Well, let's see. She seems to think to herself for a little bit. Perhaps well, I never went, I had never even came this close to their caves. I knew it was somewhere up here, but I didn't want to risk the discovery, and I certainly didn't know there was a matriarch in presence. Well, perhaps I can try my hand at scouting ahead and see if I can dig you a safer tunnel, or perhaps sense your friends if their whereabouts are anywhere. Perhaps if they're still alive, that is. But I will say I would like to be cautious. If I sense the matriarch anywhere nearby, I will make my way back out.
That's fair. If you could, we barely made it out with our lives, so if you could, I guess take a look as long as they assume that you're another one of them, but of course be careful.
All right. She kind of, with her mole head, looks down at the ground and looks back and forth for a little bit as if she's thinking really hard, and after a couple more seconds, she nods to herself. She says, all right, well, wish me luck then, and try not to breathe too heavily. I'll be quick.
Good luck.
And she,
Farewell.
indeed, and she just ducks back down into the tunnel she came up in and begins to dig away, and you kind of hear the rumbling fade after a minute or two.
I would like you guys to check outside the tower and look around.
You can climb up to where he was. Do an athletics check.
Please. And ask for assistance. Gogan, can you help me out?
What's up?
I need a slight boost to help me
I need a boost.
Yeah, you can do that.
Athletics.
He throws you up there.
Wow! Yeah, he tossed me. Yeah, he quite literally just heaves you upwards, and you almost get tossed a little bit as you grab the ledge and pull yourself up, just barely, with your not considerable strength. But he managed to get up to the top. And I gotta move you real quick here. You pull yourself up to the same site that Gale saw, although now the flames have gone a bit closer. And the heat is very unbearable, even for you, as it's still down a little bit.
Damn, wish I could make my well, because mine, yeah.
What I don't understand is how it got so bad so quickly.
I want to see.
Jump down.
What was that?
I'll go jump down so you come.
Okay. You clamber back down, and Koga, you want to make your way up?
Athletics check.
Yep. Wow, these athletics checks. All right, you climb up up the wall.
Oh, wow.
Right inside.
You hear at the top of the wall.
There
Shit's
goes
on
my
fire,
arrow.
yo.
Yeah, it's on fire.
And the smoke is getting pretty thick at this point. Kind of makes you duck back down behind the ledge and jump back to join them at the bottom, where the air's a little clearer, but it's starting to get pretty congested.
Well, looks like we have a time limit here. I'm gonna wrap my silk around my face again.
All right. That'll definitely help with the with your breathing. And just as you're doing this, a couple minutes have passed as you guys are taking turns, taking a look at the wildfire outside, and the rumbling returns again, and out pops the mole head once again. These strange little appendages kind of wiggling and waving in the air in front of its mouth. And the voice chimes up, "Well, I took a look around. It seems that the matriarch has gone quiet. I presume she's returned to her nesting spot. I did hear the Spider Eater champion making his rounds through the halls, but he did not seem to detect or notice my presence. I did manage to come out on a quiet spot away from the main entrance where he did not seem to be too near, but I was a bit afraid of his presence. I didn't manage to glean much more outside of that. I apologize."
Did you get any idea of where our friends were?
"I did not sense them anywhere nearby, no, unfortunately. Not within the range that I had."
Well, either they're dead already or they made it out somewhere
Which
down
direction
there.
did you head?
I headed a bit to the northwest. Not too far. I perhaps should have gone farther if I wanted to sense them. I had the feeling that the tunnels continued on for quite a ways past where I could sense, but my apologies. That is as much as I can do.
I think northbound's a good direction for us.
Yeah, I think we gotta.
We gotta go in there. But hopefully that quiet spot's still unoccupied, so maybe we can make our way there.
Hope try to be a bit quieter this time. Avoid the pile of corpses. We don't really have a reason to go into there, so
And we can assume she's over there.
yeah.
Are you too crazy?
Have you seen the alternative?
Have you seen the fire?
Yes.
We can't fight fire, but we can fight spider eaters. And it only eats spiders, so we're good on that front.
Why didn't we think that while we're running White Man? The reason why we ran over here.
Because the big ant was chasing us. She was huge. She killed Answer almost.
Well, she's
Good answer.
probably back in her buffet,
Cuddle.
and I mean, we can't sneak past fire. We can't sneak past
Have
ant.
we tried?
I don't have enough water in my flask to fight this fire.
Our sentient.
Mirada, the druid, will pipe up then and say, if it does help, matriarchs aren't known to go far from their egg-laying spaces. She most likely was just trying to fend off the intruders if you had gotten that far, and has returned there since, so she's probably not patrolling the area. If you are able to sneak past her, you should be alright.
And what about the champion?
Well, that's one less thing to worry about if the Ant Queen isn't there. As long as we stay away from that room, I imagine she won't come out.
Yeah.
Her job isn't patrol; it's to breed. So
And may be able to take him if we're smart. If we run into him.
Yeah, so you know, if I go down there, my only action is run. We clear?
Hmm. I suppose.
Gale will
I hope
roll
you
his
guys-
eyes and start
I
making
mean-
his way toward the hole.
If one of us runs, we'll all have to run. That's just how it's gonna be.
I mean, I think we could have taken the champion, but clearly we had no chance against the queen.
And but she was also following us.
Yeah.
Guys
So-
are so brave and confident.
My. And the mole kind of shakes its head. She says, "Oh, I'd suggest if whatever you plan on doing, you do it quickly here, as this fire is spreading quite fast. And at this point, you are starting to cough a little bit, and it's getting quite hard to breathe."
I just realized I have unending breath, so I don't need to breathe.
Shut up, Gale.
True.
Okay, well, I say we rest an hour and then we'll
Rest an hour up here and suffocate and die?
Can we?
do we need to go back in the hole?
Wait, Gail, can you breathe
If
on
you
a
wanna,
mask?
if you wanna rest, you probably need to go back in the hole, yeah, to escape the
Yep.
smoke.
Gail can breathe on a mouse, can't you, Gail?
Can you just lock us for a minute?
Can we just make out for a while?
Hey, Gail, it's nothing like that. This is completely.
That's not how it works.
I don't want to rest
This
down.
is purely for survival.
What percent of air
how
are
much?
you?
About 30%.
Oh, never mind.
You got quiet again, Con.
Well, if you can't take the passage you create, so you're digging, I guess. Into the hole.
Yeah, our only option is to go
go
back through, so.
If you would like to take the tunnel I have dug, you most certainly can, but I would say it would be more likely you would sneak past them, walking quietly rather than crawling through a small space.
Oh,
What
that
if you
sounds
crawl
about
slowly?
right.
If you crawl slowly, I'm certainly you can take either path.
I don't trust my ability to walk slowly or stealthily.
Either way, you're gonna have to make a stealth check.
No.
No! Well, one way or the other, we're
No,
gonna sneak past.
I can do
Well,
this.
If we're in a small tunnel, we have less of an option to run. So,
I can do this if I get some liquid courage.
And if we could get a, I do have a bottle of mead for you if you want it.
Well, yeah, we can always top up off and go back down. I'm really gonna need
I
it.
mean, last time you fucked everything up.
Gail, I am this close to freaking out. Okay, I need something. Okay, I'm almost close to putting myself to sleep. I hope you guys carry me out.
Can you give him like a fourth of that?
You can have half of it for all I care.
Half. Oh,
I passed my flask of mead.
Gale looks on concerned.
I yank it and gulp down half of it.
And as he's doing this, Koga, you begin to cough quite heavily as the air becomes almost unbreathable, and both you and Khan take 1 point of damage.
Off. I rip up the silk in half, or I slice the silk in half and give it to each of them to breathe through.
That's more than 1 point of damage.
No, that was 1 point of
Oh
damage.
no, it was 1 point. Oh.
I'm below half now. I have a lot of hit points.
You do, wow.
I
You
am
give it to
pumped.
Khan.
Let's go.
He's full of meat and ready to go.
I'm gonna jump in there, and I think we should heal up for a bit.
Alright, so you climb down your very sturdy rope that still has not moved an inch.
Before I tell you guys, that thing's not coming out.
And she, behind you, the mole lady, just says, "Oh, I applaud your courage and I wish you the best in finding your friends."
Wait. You not coming with us?
I am afraid not. I am not quite a fighter.
We're not trying to fight either. We're trying to run. What do you mean?
Thanks for your help. We'll take it from here.
It's okay to
Get
say
to
you want
safety.
this.
Thanks for scouting out.
Certainly, I apologize. I can't do more. She seems quite flustered and kind of bothered, but she is not willing to come with you guys.
I pat her onto the head. I make my way to the hole.
Alright, she ducks back in and begins to burrow to the southeast, kind of away from the tunnels. And
Oh,
you,
I can jump down, guys.
Okay.
Away!
you wait for Koga and Khan to climb down first, and each of them, and as you all make your way down into the tunnels, once again.
Here we go, dying again.
Dun dun dun
You should really get that one looked at.
Na-na-na-na.
dun dun dun.
And the sounds of the fire kind of fade up above you as you descend back down into a very familiar cave.
Okay.
thankfully to silence this time. There's no ominous rumbling or buzzing sounds that you can hear as of yet.
No side movements.
Do you want to take a rest here?
Yes, we need to take a rest.
Alright, and without moving at all, you all settle quietly down in your spots and take a breather.
Short rest.
Yep.
Right.
You take an hour power nap.
Do I hit rest or roll on this?
I'm short resty. You can roll
Just
your
roll.
dice.
So roll a dice, normal.
You can roll as many as you have left, as many as you want.
And I will rest. Yes. Holy shit.
Oh, thank God.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna roll 1 just for safe measure.
Game bleed.
Hello.
Wait, did you just roll 2?
I had 2 hit die.
Oh, you wanted to roll 2.
Yeah, I wanted to roll 2 to max out. I wasn't all the way there. Just to be safe.
Can I roll 2?
Do you have 2 left?
I have 2 left.
I just hit the roll twice.
All my shit should be back because we rested. Also, I took this moment to bond with my other axe.
Alright.
So I should be bonded with 2 axes.
Your 2 axes. You feel them as an extension of your arms. And they can disappear and reappear at will, right?
Yes, I can summon them on the bonus action. So
Yeah,
I can leave them anywhere I want and then just have them summon back to me.
that's awesome. Like Thor's hammer.
Thor's hammer. I was thinking of actually Kratos' Leviathan axe.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Or I guess also Thor's axe, because now he has an axe. Which defeats the purpose of Thor. But that's,
It's true.
where is that? Bam!
Bam. You're now bonded too. You're now the proud owner of 2 bonded axes.
Yeah.
Use them wisely.
While you were taking a short rest, I was studying the blade.
Well, while you were taking a short rest, I was studying my new axe hand. Take off my shield. Okay, no. Okay.
Well,
I drink the rest of my mead, but feel nothing because I'm not a lightweight. We wake up Con from his power nap.
Gale wraps Con on the head.
I guess he doesn't wake up. He's a heavy sleeper.
Ready, guys?
Oh, ready as I'll ever be. I'll take point.
Alright.
Actually, I shouldn't take point.
Go get it.
Frightened. That's a scary icon of the book.
I know.
Kogi, you want to take point? I'll keep
Do
one
I?
in the rear.
Yes. Okay. Okay, here we go.
You take your first few steps into the back down in the descending tunnels.
You guys can see, right? All of you.
No.
Everybody could see except Gale.
Do you have a torch?
I do, but I'd rather not use it.
So you're just gonna fumble around in the dark.
On a gas blind. Ish.
How many will stand?
I assume they're very nearsighted. But they probably respond to light.
Didn't spawn
I'll
negative
probably
side?
respond to heat.
And what you think that? If you answer here, you can answer this question.
He's probably dead. We'll just have to.
I mean,
tease
I
our
already know
time
he's
out.
dead. I'm just hoping we can loop while we're down here.
Really.
Hey, man. You gotta make some worth with the deaths.
If you had to loot or run, what would you choose?
Ooh. How close is the loot?
You are between the loot and the exit. But
Between-
behind the loot, exactly the same distance you are to the loot, is an ant kite.
Do I have more meat?
No,
I drank the rest
we're
of
all out.
Well, we're gonna pass by the meat station on the way.
Oh man.
Nope. Let's set I got.
All right. You
Well, I guess it's on our way.
you continue to travel downward. As you travel into, you come around the corner here, Koga. You see a large portion of the cave wall seems to have been churned up. And the wall has collapsed in and seems to have opened up another tunnel beyond, where you assume the Ankeg Queen had probably erupted and left behind this carnage.
Do we want to go that way?
I assume that's
We
where
gotta
she
go
went
north.
back.
And I imagine the best route north is
North?
to the far side of the wall.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
So
directly
wouldn't-
north right here.
I wouldn't
Directly
go
north
with
here
the
is
south.
where the queen was.
Yeah, we're closer to the queen if we go this way. No telling where the bug boy is.
Let's look around.
I agree.
Do what?
Right?
Gogan, what are you singing?
Song of my people. Spooky cave song.
Cave song?
And each of you are small enough to squeeze back through this chokehold here.
Are we really stopping for the mead?
It's gonna take 5 seconds. I'm gonna cut my hands and get as quick,
I'm gonna have you guys roll stealth as you keep making your way down.
I have to.
You may have to.
What if I say no?
And you instantly fail.
Well,
All right. You continue walking forward towards where you remember the mead station to be, and Khan, in front of you, you can see where the spot where the queen had erupted just behind you and taken a swipe at you. And as you're walking along, you manage to kind of scuff your way across the uneven floor a little bit and make a bit of noise as you kind of try to angle back towards the mead. And almost instantly, in the distance, straight to the north of you, down this tunnel past where you can see the erupted stone, you hear a faint buzzing sound that seems to be growing louder and coming towards you.
oh shit.
Okay, it's gonna take just 5 seconds. I need this meat, man. I need it more than ever.
I went back up. Find cover.
I'm just gonna cut my hands and get a quick little top up.
We're gonna back off.
Like, you cup your hands and quickly get a sip of mead
Let's scurry back now.
and scurry back as the sound gets louder and louder. I can't find my buzzing sound. I'll just have to imagine it.
Buzz.
And you where are you guys heading?
Hold on, can we just crouch down, guys? Let's just crouch down, hide in the corner.
I'm pressing myself against this wall.
I'm gonna
Kale.
have myself in this side thing.
All right. You each take a corner and crouch down to hide, staying completely motionless. And and I'm gonna have you, Koga, as the buzzing sound gets quite loud as right behind this this central pillar of rock, you hear what sounds like the spider eater kind of buzz up with its wings, and then the wings kind of go silent as it seems to be poking around and kind of clicking its mandibles, curiously looking for the source of the sound that it heard earlier. I'm gonna have you do a stealth check for me. Right. You kind of quietly clamp your hand over your mouth to hold your breathing and stay completely still. And from the very corner of your vision, you actually see the head of the spider eater kind of poke out as it sniffs around the entrance to this cavern over here, and then seems to lose interest and turns around and buzzes back up the cave. The buzzing slowly fades.
It's safe.
Gale holds a finger to his lips.
I to Khan, because he can see me in the dark. I point the direction of the cave I think he went up, which is directly to the north.
I cannot
Yeah,
see you.
over here.
Thought you had night vision.
What are you? I don't even know where
I
you're at.
can't see it from his angle.
Oh.
I can't.
Well, I wait for him to poke his head around the corner.
After the sound dies away, Khan, you poke your head out to look for your comrades.
I wave my hands and gestures. What the fuck?
I shrug, and then I point towards the north. Or due northeast.
So,
Towards the turned up pile of rubble we saw.
I'm gonna turn to a scale and whisper. So, you still wouldn't go that way?
He's that way.
He went to the northeast.
Yes.
So,
Oh fuck. Well, if we go the other way, that's back towards the queen.
I ain't afraid no queen now, man.
Is there even a passage that way?
We don't know till we find out.
We squeezed
I feel
through.
like we went all the way around. I feel like there's no other way to go.
Besides the new entrance tunnel.
I saw where it went just as we were coming up. I got a brief glimpse, and it just seemed like it's just behind this rock that Gale's next to. It just exit out like right there. So it wouldn't have made too much of a difference. I guess we can look up further north to see if there's another tunnel we can check.
I think we gotta go north.
Start moving up.
Alright. Start moving up quietly.
Yep. Oh wait, is that the? Yeah, that was a way.
Why you get big?
You do see at the back of this cavern that was once closed off, you vaguely remember this as this kind of a divot where there was some bodies tucked away under spider webs. You see the back of that kind of down at the bottom seems to have collapsed inwards and downwards.
Shortcut.
It's like it back towards that pivot, that hole we were looking at earlier.
Maybe the spider will help us.
Yeah, this is what that spider was.
Stupid
Wow.
spider.
What you mean, stupid spider?
I don't
Did
trust
you not know
spiders.
spiders are the victims here?
It has more than 4 legs. I don't trust it.
Alright. You creep forwards into the back of this cavern and look down over the edge of this kind of this short escarpment. And it does seem to open up. There's past this narrow crawl space, it opens up again.
Can we peek in? I'm just gonna peek.
I'll do a little peeky peek.
I'm gonna whisper and yell, Ansren. Copy of Nekis, are you alive? Hey, you wanna save them, right?
Shut up.
Do a stealth check for me, Khan. As you whisper kind of loudly through your haze of mead, you hear kind of past past down through this crack and past the opening into the cave beyond, you hear a buzzing sound once again as a head pokes in through this through and kind of crawls. The creature, when it needs to crawl through a small space, it lands and kind of folds its wings back and just compresses in through the tunnel, and it seems to do so with ease as it you just see its head poke in and its 8 beady eyes kind of scan the room. It's pressed back into the wall, kind of covering yourself with webbing that's around you, and it does not seem to notice you, although it definitely heard the sound of your whispering, and it turns and buzzes back this way once again, out of your vision, and you're not sure which way it travels.
Get a map of where we travel to my mission.
Do a perception check as you peek out to watch it leave. Right, you do actually see it seems to take a from your angle. It seems to take a right and travel back over towards that cave to the north, where you remember killing all of those baby ankegs.
So yeah, guys, we got a chance to sneak past. He went back towards the
And the last place you remember seeing Answer in, actually.
So yeah, it's a chance. Look for dead bodies, look for live bodies. We'll find.
Fuck's sake. Okay, let's go.
You slide down into this lower portion and squeeze through the small crack that has collapsed inwards, and you come into a room where it seems like you can certainly see another area where the queen erupted, and she actually caused, looks like, the far portion of this tunnel to collapse, and it is no longer passable.
Well, no dead bodies here.
Alright. Well, that makes it easier for us.
Well,
That means you can only go.
guess we only have one choice.
As you walk forward, you do hear just the faintest sound of buzzing, but you can tell that it's quite far at this point, although close enough for you to hear.
Can we tell which direction?
Consauer.
To the right where we killed those little close good
Is-
babies, pancakes.
It's the northeast.
Northeast, yeah.
Alright, looks like we're going west.
There's a side passage I can see through this
Right in front.
break.
Squeeze through there.
Make another stealth check as you pass through this room and squeeze forward.
Are we all doing that or just?
And everybody.
Oh my god.
Alright. Luckily, Gale is able to keep everybody quiet and in order as you press forward and squeeze through the spider webs and the debris that litters this short crawl space and come out onto a tunnel beyond that you don't recall having traveled down before.
Ooh, this one's new.
Anyone remember this?
No, this one's new.
Maybe they went this way.
I'll watch our rear. You go ahead.
Can't see it.
Can't see shit.
Okay, fine. I'll go ahead.
I'm mad now.
That's not a good idea.
You wanna go ahead?
No.
Okay. Just... Okay, it's a fork here. I don't know where to go.
Well, we're not going south.
So we're going east.
It's a dead end.
There's a way ahead we can check. Oh, that's a dead end.
A dead end. It doesn't look like a dead end.
Yeah, there's a
Well,
small
that's back to the
space.
queen.
You sure?
Oh, where you
From
going
the
now?
faint scent of decaying flesh that you can smell kind of wafting up from this side tunnel, you can pretty much glean that that's where the queen is.
Oh, there's more tunnel over here.
You begin the tunnel is descending quite sharply downwards at this point, and you come across thicker and thicker webbing that's draped over the walls So you round the corner and find what appears to be another spider corpse curled inward on itself in the middle of a room full of webbing and what looks like silky white egg clusters.
Oh fuck.
Well, all right. Well, there's another passage. Can I sense for a draft?
Yeah, sure.
Can I sense for a draft?
Gale,
Since that's kind of my thing.
also Gale would notice this intrinsically, but you do not sense any like decent amount of airflow from this angle.
That could be for a couple of reasons. Either we're too far deep down, and there's too many cuts, and there's all this webbing in the way. That could definitely get in the way.
I don't have much of an option. Just want to go back to the egg chamber.
We could see where sense still due north. Maybe.
Gale, as you're looking around and you look down into what looks like a small crawl space clustered with more eggs, you see that the cobwebs here draped over the tunnel have been disturbed.
Something's been past here recently.
Could it be the boys? Could we team B?
Oh,
It
team
might be Team B. I hope to God it's Team B. I hope to neck us.
I mean, could he have fit through here? He took his armor off.
It doesn't look copy of Nekka's sized.
It looks narrow enough that it would be quite a struggle for him to fit through, and you kind of have a hard time imagining it.
Fuck.
Just want to quickly do a check, maybe.
Oh,
Should I?
let's just go through and
We can always double back.
yeah, let's just go.
I think we're pretty far out from the champion, unless he decides to come this way.
Yeah, it sounded like it was from the other direction, so let's just take a gander.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do then? You're taking a look around this space?
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, can we first check what's around? Anything besides this spider corpse?
Yeah, sure, do a perception check.
Another victim of the spider war.
Alright, that's a decent enough roll. You take a look around and you do see that this the webbing in around the rest of this room has also been kind of destroyed to varying degrees. It's been cut through or just knocked down. And there is at least one full skeleton of what looks to be a horse that is just completely devoid of flesh and seems like it's been here for a while. But aside from that, just what you assume to be clusters of spider eggs and more webbing.
Possible this was an old passage for the Ankegs.
I mean, this is the second dead spider we've seen, so I imagine that champion over here is dealing with them.
It's also a skeleton horse,
Yeah.
which bodes at least for something for storage for former corpses. Maybe the spiders did that. I don't know.
Well, at any rate, I don't think we have an option but to move forward.
Yeah, either we go down here or we double back to the other side.
I fully trust these spiders, so I'm always in.
Okay.
Let me know if you can't fit by there. Alright, and you all continue down into this pretty claustrophobic tunnel space that winds and snakes its way deeper down into the dark.
Help!
Are we at the end? Okay.
Help!
No, now everything's gone black.
And
What's happening?
as you continue farther and farther down, eventually you get to a point where it seems to kind of start sloping at a very steep angle to the point where you have to crawl, kind of half crawl, half shimmy downwards, and it does at least open up a bit to let you breathe as you are descending, but quite a while seems to go by to the point where you start to question if this was a good idea. You descend further and further, what could be hundreds of feet. You lose track of time and distance. And I need you each to do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Is this for panicking when we're underground?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm a dwarf.
I would say you have advantage, Koga.
I roll advantage. How do I roll advantage on that?
I'll hold shift and roll.
On the saving throw?
Yeah, you should be able to do that. Unless it doesn't come up.
Oh no. The panic.
How do I know if that's advantage?
Because it's...
I don't think you can. Just do it twice and we'll choose the higher one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow!
Well,
You don't give a fuck.
this is your home.
That sounds much more akin to your dwarf character. Yeah, you have no problems descending into darkness. It's not pitch black for you. You can see, although it is a pretty tight space, but you're a dwarf, so you don't notice much of it. But for Khan in particular, you don't start to panic, but the warm, fuzzy effect of the beads certainly starts to wear off after a certain point, and you start to heavily question what you're doing down here in this dark, claustrophobic tunnel.
You guys ever taught me coming down here?
I'll have you guys know when I was a child, I was almost, but I survived.
Can you hold my hand real quick?
Say that again.
Can you please hold my hand real quick?
I hold his hand.
I got you. I just know that thing's gonna be okay real quick. That's reassurance.
I roll my thumb over the top of his hand.
You're so encouraging.
I take my other hand briefly to pat the other top of the hand. Little hand tap.
As you are descending in line, further and further down, you try to keep each other's spirits up. As Gale, being in front of the group, you finally see a hint of light down the tunnel ahead, just the faintest glow of a bluish, eerie light. And you begin climbing with more energy and towards the light, finally seeing something after you can't even count how long it's been. And you all find yourself kind of descending down, dropping down a couple feet and landing on your feet in what looks to be a cave tunnel made of dark, blackish, almost basalt-like rock. And it's just carved in it. It twists and turns around you, and you see that there are small, what look to be bioluminescent fungi of some sort growing on a cluster of rocks nearby.
Oh, thank Jesus. Can I examine this mushroom?
I'm currently loading.
It might take a bit to load. This was a problem for the other group too.
It's just like load. Black reach or something. It was loading so hard it crashed the connection to the server.
Great.
And then I reconnected. But
It must be this map then. This map is just too powerful. They were crashing a lot too.
it can't handle all the mushies.
It might be the light sources.
It probably is.
Do you just have like a spattering of like dozens of light sources from these
Yeah.
mushrooms?
I didn't have a problem, like I haven't crashed or anything, but I guess client side it's not so great.
And I have a computer that is running this on Firefox, which I don't think is the best, but
Yeah, Val was also on Firefox and he had to switch to Chrome because it was too much.
well, the memory's in a reasonable space. It's only 56% memory. Yeah, that's everything. We're taking up 8%. Should I just refresh?
Yeah.
Coke's still blowing.
Time. I'd have to install. I don't know. I don't have it installed.
You're so quiet again.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, eat your mic.
All right. So.
Are you good?
Close this and.
Oh god, your audio's cutting out and everything.
Oh my god.
Is it really?
Mask. Wait, tell him.
All I heard from you was I don't know.
So that was a no.
I don't know what you're saying.
You're
hear me
loud
now?
but unintelligible. Yes.
Okay, my mic was too close to my face now.
Just close it now. Gotta be right in the middle. In that sweet spot. What was your question? If you had one?
Me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
There we go. Now we're in.
Yay!
Where did I? Still loading. Can't click on anything just yet. But at least I can see things. That was a big step. All right. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Do I know what this rock is?
The surrounding rock of the cave,
Yes.
or like, yeah, you would definitely know it as basalt, being a dwarf and whatnot.
Guys.
As you, sorry, Tom went quick to do something, but as you guys are standing here, kind of getting your bearings, you have that like heavy, dreadful feeling of just being, well, not Koga. Koga doesn't care, but you and Gale have, especially Gale, since he's a half air, has just a dreadful feeling of being really deep in the earth and like in the dark underground. And kind of in the distance, you hear just odd sounds echoing through the tunnels. Well, they're so distant and strange that you can't really get a hint as to what they are, and they certainly don't seem to be in your direct vicinity. It's just the general ambience of the cave.
Kogan, what's going on?
We are deep. We are very, very deep in the earth.
That's all you can tell me.
Tell you what. Tell you that we might be digging to the other side.
Oh shit.
Did you crash while you were gone? God damn it.
This map is so powerful.
It really is. It's too powerful. It's all the light. I shouldn't have added shrooms.
Holy shit, this space is massive. Scrolling forever. Oh my god. I don't want to think about them going through this. I don't want to think about having to scavenge the whole place for them.
Alright, how... Well, looks like we're out of the ant cave. No idea if they made it down here, but I don't see what...
Oh, shit.
Well,
Alright, I'm gonna wait another 20 minutes. Fuck.
It's loading. Sorry.
Alright, I guess we get moving.
Do you? I mean, it's almost midnight. Do you guys want to stop here? Do you want to keep going? Because if we run into something, it might take us well past midnight. It's up to you.
Yeah. How long do you think?
What was
Yeah.
that, sir?
Yeah, so how long do you think it'll take you through here?
Well, you guys have gotten about as far as the other party did.
Yeah, I guess then.
I mean, if we're at a similar space they are.
So maybe this competition, maybe Team A should do better than Team B.
Oh, and Chrome just exploded.
Oh well, I guess it's a good time to stop.
It just ran out of memory.
Oh my god.
oh my god. The power.
Wow.
The
I don't
majesty.
The
Oh.
beefiest computer.
I guess that's something I'll have to. I have to reduce the power of this map.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. I'm sorry.
Chrome just keeps opening instances. There's like 11 of them.
It's really weird. Huh. Okay, well,
It's
I'm
God.
I'll fix that for next time then.
I was gonna say the true enemy is the browser.
It is indeed the browser.
Ankeg 2?
Chrome
You wish
tags.
you had pancakes. Alright, well, we'll just stop there for tonight then.
Will also work.
We're relatively close to them, right?
Yeah, you're pretty much, you will definitely meet them in the next session.
Can't tell me that spoilers.
If they live.
I'm assuming they're still dead.
Yeah, you just gotta have to assume they're dead.
I just want the loot and that piggy bank.
You've been eyeing that piggy bank.
Think of all the money Copy has on him right now.
Yeah, all those nice weapons too.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a nice sword on.
Can you hold that sword?
I can make Kogan carry it. Right, Kogan?
I can carry it.
We can split the money.
Chrome crashed again.
Well,
I will. Well, also keep in mind, guys, there's no witnesses down here.
what's that mean?
That means there are either a few witnesses or no witnesses.
What does that mean?
I raise
He's
my
not getting
eyebrows.
it.
He
quizzically.
winks.
I wink with both eyes. Back and forth.
I just wink back. I got you. And I kind of side eye Gale.
I waved at Gale, but you can't see me, so I just laughed.
Gale can't see shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna descend into darkness.
Alright, well, I'll stop there then. Map too powerful.
Nice. Well, we successfully didn't die,
Yet.
despite Khan's best efforts.
I did nothing wrong. You shouldn't let me drink all that meat.
That's what I said.
But you watched it and let it happen. That'd be DD.